Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Scotty Yang on behalf of IIHF and the Hong Kong China Ice Hockey Association. We welcome you to the 2026 IIHF Ice Hockey Under-18 World Championship Division 3 Group A. We're on to day 5 of a 7-day tournament, and we have face-off on the first game for today. In their traditional red jersey, it's Bulgaria, and in white, it's Uzbekistan. Bulgaria currently ranked 5th place in standings. They had 1 win in 3 games, 10 goals scored, 23 goals for 10 goals scored, 23 goals allowed. And Uzbekistan currently stands first place in standings. 8 points, 2 wins, 1 overtime win. It's a heartbreaking, you can't say it's a loss, but they were the favorites in the game yesterday. They played against Turkey. Turkey managed to tie the game, and Uzbekistan could not pick up the entire 3 points in regulation time. They had to settle for a 2-point win, and they had 2 wins, 1 overtime wins with 8 points currently in first place. That overtime win may become a very important decision factor when it turns to final standings at the end of the tournament. Uzbekistan in this tournament known for their offense. This newly promoted team from Division 3B is showing everyone that they want to and they can compete for a promotional berth, as they are the top team in the division right now. Usually newly promoted teams do not perform well. They usually struggle by a lot, but you have to note Uzbekistan played in Division 3B not because they were not good, it's just because they were a new delegate joining the IIHF very, very recently, and they had to start somewhere. And at the bottom division was where they started. And if they manage to gain promotion in this tournament, they would accomplish the rare feat of 2 promotions in a row. And on the Uzbekistan roster, top player to look for, number 8, Salakhidin Asimov, and number 9, Timur Pirakojayev. Asimov has 9 goals and 5 assists in 3 games, totaling for 14 points. And that's the first goal for today. It's not going to be an easy task for Bulgaria today, as they are up against the top team in the division. Look at the individual skills and a goal line cross ice pass. And it bangs it in to the empty net, beating a sprawling goalie in Daniel Geshev. Also need to look out for number 19, Vladislav Yermolov on the Uzbek side. 3 games, 2 goals, 6 assists, 8 points in total. And captain number 97, Muhammad Dior Garniev. 3 points, 1 goal, 4 assists, and 5 points. Their top scoring defenseman. As for Bulgaria, their offense hasn't been able to produce as much as other teams in this tournament. Their top scorers, the top scoring pairing is number 9, Alex Gyurkov, 3 goals, 1 goal, 2 assists, and 3 goals. And number 19, George Jakov, 2 goals, 1 assist for 3 points. Their top defenseman, Tino Timov, 2 goals and 1 assist for 3 points. Their top scoring defender. And as the game goes on, you'll see Tino Tomov will be heavily relied on for the Bulgarian side. Head coaches for both teams, for Bulgaria, Derek Eisler, and for Uzbekistan, Dmitry Makarov. Officiating crew today from the USA, David Gao, our referee and linespersons, Hayden Potter from New Zealand, and Wang Chunhang from Hong Kong, China. A three-man officiating system in the lower divisions of IIHF World Championship Games. And as we've seen over the past few days, a three-man refereeing system requires a really good communication between the two linespersons and the referee. And the referee, well, every single referee in this tournament, we have seen them with very high standards of officiating. Eyes always on the play. Here is a collision between two players, and referee David Gao immediately had his arms up. It's an interference call. It could be worse, but it's an interference call. Georgi Krashinsky demanding an explanation from David Gall, the referee. But Yaksim Tomov in the box for 2 minutes. 3 Tomovs in the Bulgarian roster. The goalie Kamen Tomov, number 20. We saw him in action yesterday. Number 8, Tino Tomov, the defender, and also number 10, Yasin Tomov, the forward. Likely 3 brothers. Here comes a shot from Uzbekistan. Playing for Uzbekistan, still number 65, Alexander An. One of the top goalies in this tournament, other than Rexton Choi from Hong Kong, China. Alexander An, a 90.11 save percentage, 3.31 goals against. Made over 80 saves in 3 games. The backup goalie, Ignatiy Korotov. We've seen him play yesterday. Here comes Gagne, gives it over to the right, and there's a shot, goalie. Well, there's the block. Rebound goes back to Gagne. On to the left for a one-timer by Asimov. Rebound in front of the net, and is held on by the goalie. Five and a half minutes gone. It's so far all Uzbekistan, and that is probably expected. But we do have representation from both teams in the audience. A huge Uzbekistan flag, and also a huge Bulgarian flag. It's been a tough tournament for Bulgaria this tournament. They're out of contention for promotion for sure, mathematically out of the equation. But right now they are going to have to stay away from relegation. As the bottom team, the last team in the standings, will be relegated to Division 3B. Here's a long slap shot from the blue line, saved by the goalie with his left pads. Here comes Krashinsky. Puck steered away by the goalie, rebounded by Uzbekistan. Bulgaria fighting hard, down by just a goal as we approach the midway mark in the opening period. Here's Krashinsky to Zolov. A couple of short passes. Popov steals the puck away from Bulgaria. But Yermolov is there. Jacob from the right with a long shot. This one high and wide onto the left side. Zolov with a long shot, gloved down by Alexander An. Volkodirov, number 77, with the puck on the left side. Abdul Yazov there to help out. Almost 8 minutes played, not much go on this game. Both teams spending a lot of time exchanging possession. Here is a long shot, fanned on the puck. Boris Mitev, another important player for Bulgaria. And we're also seeing today with Uzbekistan more ice time for their second and third line. Perhaps wanting to rest up their top line of Asimov, Tilya Kojayev, and Yermolov. Here to their left to Asimov. Picked off by Krasinski. 2 white shirts, 4 players digging for the puck in the corner. Referee screaming for them to knock the puck loose. Krasinski still with the puck with 2 white shirts behind him. Now Uzbekistan gets the puck, fires it down along the boards, but picked up by Bulgaria. Bulgaria with a sharp angle shot and gloved down by Alexander An. Clear view by the goalie, and there's quite a lot of distance between him and the shooter. Makes for an easy save for Alexander An. 10:57 remaining in the opening period, 1-0 to score. Uzbekistan in the lead. Here's Bulgaria with another offensive chance, this time again picked off by Ganiev, the captain. Uzbekistan breaking out from their own zone. Ganiev to the right to number 9, Tilya Kojayev. One day I'm going to get this right. Here's Bulgaria, unable to get it out from their own zone. Here's Tilya Kojayev to the left with a shot, leg pad save by the goalie Daniel Geshev, and another rebound shot from the slot, also saved by Daniel Geshev. With under 10 minutes to go in the opening period. Changes from both sides. And we see for Uzbekistan, Abdul Foskov, number 45, taking the face-off. Keeping the puck in the zone. Popov goes after the puck and Bulgaria gets it out. Bulgaria getting past the blue line, knocked down. Smooth passing from Uzbekistan. The 2 defenders exchanging passes. Tries to stretch pass to Popov. This one's icing. Face-off will go all the way back to the Uzbekistani zone with 9:21 to go in the opening period. 1-0 still the score. For Bulgaria, Krasitsky with the face-off. Kiev on the right. Puck goes to the blue line. Unable to keep it in. Here's Abdu Foskov with a shot from the slot. This one went wide. Puck goes into the corner. Players battling for control. Getting the puck out is Bulgaria. But Maruvnyonov gets it. He slips. And Krasinski with a shot. On with the save. Rebounded by Uzbekistan. And Uzbekistan turns around and fires it down the ice, realizing he had all the time he needed. Bulgaria on the right side, dumps it in, chases forward the puck. Uzbekistan gets there first, sends it back out into the neutral zone. Here comes Kamzin, the number 80. Number 90 goes into the corner. Kamzin backhands it, centering pass intercepted by Bulgaria. And after 10, 11 minutes in the first period, we are finally seeing the teams picking up the pace in this game. Here is Bulgaria with a spin around shot picked up by Uzbekistan. Number 14 is Shakshabidin sends it out. A little splash there. Referee let it go. And now we have a whistle as Alexandrian picked up the puck and held it on for a face-off in his own zone. 7:53 remaining in the opening period. We're located in the southwestern side of Hong Kong on an outlying island called Lantau Island. This is where the international airport is located and two well-known theme parks. And in this gem island is this community called Discovery Bay. And DB Rink is where it's at. We're in the 5th day of the tournament. Tomorrow's day number 6, and it's an off day for most of the folks. I'm off. And the puck caught. Referee Wang Chun-han drawing O's and ahs from the crowd. A little over 7 minutes remaining in opening period. Linesman Wang Chun-han looks okay. He's a tough cookie. And we're playing in Division 3A. And for teams in this division, well, he's a shot from the slot. But Kilya Kojayev, goalie, made another shot from Gagne from the blue line, screened. But Geshev was able to make the save. Here's another shot by Bulgaria, this one wide. Rebound picked up by Uzbekistan, and here is a 2-on-1 opportunity. Decides to pass just along the goal line. Decided to pass a little too late. Ermolov, fans on the puck. If we're talking about the referee Wang Chun-heng, a local product, he picked up the game of ice hockey relatively late in his teens as a high school or secondary school student. And he progressed from a hockey player to an officiating crew, a referee. Now he is one of the more experienced referees here in Hong Kong. He came from not knowing what ice hockey was all about to coming to the rinks almost every night in a week. And that's what ice hockey development is all about. There are numerous organizations promoting and trying to develop the sport here in Hong Kong, China. And I think Wang Chunheng is one of the stories we could tell when it comes to ice hockey development in the lower leagues. And with this tournament, Division 3A, being hosted in Hong Kong, there's a lot of learning from the rink crew, everyone in the association, myself, streaming production, our officiating crew, and even our scorekeepers. Everyone around the scene gets to experience something, and the IIHF gracefully provide a lot of help and support. So we're not just hosting the tournament, but it's a learning experience for everyone involved in the sport. And of course, with events like this, we get exposure here in Hong Kong, so people know more about the sport. As a result, more people joining the sport and making it better and greater here in Asia. 4:15 remaining in opening period, still 1-0. Surprise to me. Bulgaria seems to be able to defend themselves against this huge offensive juggernaut. A bench minor for Bulgaria, too many men on the ice. Here's Ganiev with the puck. Moves it to Tilya Goldayev. Back to Ganiev. Cross ice, tipped. Puck still in play. Asmov's there to get it on at the corner. Players trying to dig out the puck, and Uzbekistan gets it out first. Number 9, Tilya Goldayev, sent back in from behind the net to the other side of the rink. Bulgaria doing a fine job defending, though they're unable to get it out of their own zone. Here is a one-timer from the left side, and Bulgaria still can't get it out of their own zone. 3.5 minutes remaining in the opening period, and 1:14 remaining in the power play for Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan controlling play. Not a lot of pressure, by the way. Here's a long shot, and number 9, Tilya Goldayev scores. It's a nice cross-ice pass, board to board, and a long wrister gets the top corner, scoring the second goal of the game. Two goals in the first period for Uzbekistan. Bulgaria did have their chances here in this period, but it was Uzbekistan who's able to score 2 goals. Here comes Bulgaria on the right side, picked up by Popov on the left. Popov with the shot. Puck was partially blocked by a skate, and the puck still ends up in Geshev's gloves. Shots on goal so far, Uzbekistan 14 shots versus Bulgaria's 5. I'm a stats guy. I firmly believe in statistics. That's a very good representation of what we see on ice. Last goal, a power play goal. scored by number 9 Timur Tilyakojayev. Assisted by Salokadin Asimov and number 97 Berkhamadior Ganiev. Kamsin scored the first goal. And now Uzbekistan holds a 2-0 lead over Bulgaria. There were over 2 minutes remaining in the opening period as Uzbekistan looks to pile on their goals. Down into the corner, Bulgaria with the puck. Opportunity for Bulgaria if they could get to the puck first. Chasing after the puck is number 5, Stoyanov. But picked up by Uzbekistan. Here's Burov. Burov had a great game yesterday. But this time, play broken up by Uzbekistan. 1.5 minutes remaining in the opening period. Number 14, Shakso Pirin on the right side. Now he's on the blue line to the left. Long shot, rebound, scores. 3-0 Uzbekistan. Here's a long shot from the right point. Look at the goalie, Geshev. And that's a rebound. And that's 3 in the first period. Ganiev, Tilyakojayev. On his left is Ermolov. Spins around, lost his footing. Bulgaria putting a good battle along the boards. And Lungov gets it, sends it back in. It's not Lungov, gets Kusanboev. Kusanboev gets it to Tilyakojayev. 51 seconds remaining in the opening. And Uzbekistan still retains possession in the offensive zone. Long shot. Geshev made the save. Steers the puck to his right side as players battle for puck position again. 29 seconds remaining in the opening. Here's another shot. Stick saved by the goalie. Zolov. Zolov normally plays a very major role for Bulgaria defense. Not a lot of action from Zolov today. Here's Kusanboev on the right. And that would do it for the first period. 3-0 to score as Uzbekistan continues to lead Bulgaria. We'll take a short break. When we're back, we'll bring you period number 2. Welcome back to Hong Kong, China. We are in Discovery Bay. We welcome you back to period number 2 in the game between Uzbekistan and Bulgaria. After one period, Uzbekistan's leading by a score of 3-0. After the first period, Uzbekistan had 17 shots, Bulgaria with 5. And in the first period, Tamzin, Tilyakujayev, and Abdul Yazov scored for Uzbekistan. Here in the second period, both teams switched sides. Bulgaria playing in the zone to your right in their red jerseys. And again, Bulgaria 3 points, 5th in standings. 3 over number 6 New Zealand. Here's the whistle with goalie Geshev freezing the puck. Bulgaria was beaten 9-5 by Israel in the opening game of the tournament. That was their best game, considering Israel is currently the 3rd-ranked team in the tournament. 2 wins and 1 loss. Then Bulgaria played Hong Kong, China, and losing the game 11-0. That one hurts. And they beat New Zealand yesterday 5-3, and that's probably one of the most important games for Bulgaria, as they should avoid relegation by beating New Zealand. Now with short tournaments like these, things could go different very, very quickly. We still have, including this game, 6 more games to play in the tournament. And today in the second game, Israel plays New Zealand and Bulgaria scores their first goal of the game. It seems like Christian Zaylev gets the score. Let's look at the play. From the side, a cross ice and a one-time. Zaylev with a one-timer, not the perfectly placed shot, but goalie Alexander Nan was slow to slide laterally. And Bulgaria, all of a sudden, seemed to be alive. Could have been something the coaches did during the intermission. But with the coach Derek Eisler, very experienced coach, it could be what Bulgaria needed to get a better result today. Derek Eisler originated from the U.S. Hockey League with the North Iowa Huskies. Spent a couple years with the China Sharks in the Asian League as the head coach from 2007 to 2009. Then went on to the San Jose Junior Sharks as the head coach for a season. And then he spent a lot of time in Israel coaching their national team program, and since 2021 he's been with the Bulgarian Ice Hockey Association ever since. He handles the the U18 and U20 youth teams in Bulgaria. You have to wonder about the youth development in Bulgaria. As they're showing in this tournament is encouraging. Here comes Tia Kojayev on the right side, back to Ganev. In this power play for Uzbekistan, a long shot hits Mitev. That's a hard block. Mitev gets up, continues to play against Tia Kojayev. Here's a near side shot by Uzbekistan. Sends it out back into the neutral zone. Ganev pulls back and he picked it up. 13 seconds remaining in the power play with 15 minutes remaining in the second period. Ganev sends it to Ilya Kojayev. On to the left for Asimov. Asimov with the puck to Ganev. Ganev looking for a person to pass to. Back to Asimov. On the right side, Ilya Kojayev has space, has room, but Ganev decided to shoot on his own. A long shot. Goalie Geshev made the save. There's a little tussle right in front of the goalie, and Karmelov quickly backs off as he didn't want to get into penalty trouble. If you remember from yesterday, multiple teams got into penalty trouble throughout the games, with 2 major penalties assessed yesterday. It was just 2 more days remaining in the tournament. Nobody wants to be suspended. And that's a pretty good deterrent for players to stay in check. And oh, there's another goal by Bulgaria, and it's a 1-goal game. And now we have a hockey game. Here's a long shot through a lot of traffic. Goalie did not see anything at all. As you look at it, 1, 2, 3 bodies right in front of him, and the shot was very nicely placed in the short side, right underneath the armpits. Now it's a 3-2 game, and all of a sudden, Bulgaria says to Uzbekistan, show us the real stuff. We're game. Going into here's a check from behind into the boards. Referee David Gall, no arm signal. And players fighting to dig the puck out from the fallen player, and here's the whistle, but no penalties called. You have to remember, going into yesterday's game, Uzbekistan was the first place team in the division. They managed to beat New Zealand, Turkey, and Hong Kong, China. Today, Uzbekistan plays Bulgaria, and tomorrow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon local time, they play Israel. That game would be a very important game terms of determining the final standings of the tournament. They would love to have won yesterday's game in regulation against Turkey, but they had to settle for 2 points from an overtime win over Turkey. Great job by Turkey coming back from a 3-goal deficit, tying the game up with 6 seconds remaining in the game. That was a very memorable game for everyone in the arena. 13 minutes remaining in the second, 1-goal game. Uzbekistan was up by 3 goals at the end of the first period. They dominated in shots on goal. They dominated in face-offs. They dominated in terms of possession time. Now with 2 quick goals from Bulgaria, they have to come in and come back and answer to their call. And any plans on resting your best players from Uzbekistan is thrown out of the window. Ilya Popov with the snapper, Gesha making the save. Here's another long shot by Popov, rebound picked up by Krasitsky. At the start of the second period, we see this extra pop from Bulgaria, not seen in the first period. Players have more jumps. Here's a block by number 10, Yasin Tomov. Here's another Bob Yamolov with a long shot. Rebound went into the corner. Picked up by Bulgaria, getting out into the neutral zone, pressing on into the attacking zone, but loses the puck. Both teams playing significantly at a higher pace. And don't forget, we're into day 4 of the tournament. And this is when fatigue sets in for most of the players and goalies. You wake up, your body's aching, your muscles are tired, your brain tells you you should stay in bed, rest up for another. Oh, that's a beauty by Uzbekistan. Quickly regained a 2-goal lead. Here is Uzbekistan with the shot. It goes up into the top of the slot. Goalie blocked and screened, but really accurate placement. Hit the corner of the net. It was a short screen. It was long enough for the goalie to miss the release of the shot. Not being able to tell the initial trajectory of the shot makes it exponentially more difficult for a goalie to make saves, even from that distance. As we're talking about player fatigue, it's normal for players to have a slow start. Oh, here's a hit, and referee David Gall immediately had his arms up. It's a charge. Pretty obvious one at that. Good thing the players are not hurt. 2 minutes in the box for number 22, Vladislav Moskovtsev, playing on the third line for Uzbekistan. As the coach continues to rotate the lines in order to give their top players a bit more of a break. But looking at how the Bulgarians play this game, their top players can't really take that much of a break. Perhaps they don't have to double shift as much as before. Certainly the Bulgarians are showing that there are no pushovers. Zolov tries to get it to Krashinsky. Block. Tino Tomov back to Zolov. And here's Krashinsky. Going into the boards. Slips up and goes into the corner on his own. Geshev plays the puck to Zolov. Bulgarians go for a change, clean one. Ganev with the puck. Spins around, gets more time for his teammates. Now pinning the puck along the boards to kill off some precious power play time. Jacob going after the puck. Ganev, the captain, chips it in for a change. 43 seconds remaining in the power play. Here's Jacob for the stretch pass. The puck's a little too far out of reach. And there's a quick whistle as the officiating crew has a quick huddle. As neither my camera buddy Timmy Poon and I understand what happened. There wasn't a clear hand signal. Didn't look like an offside. So the referees, the officiating crew, talking things over. Our camera person who's a lot more closer to the action caught what the officials are saying. It was an missed icing call by the line person, and the referee noticed and called it back. So our on-screen clock is correct at 9:44, and now the game clock is also readjusted to 9:44. So we will have a face-off in the Bulgarian zone. Still a 5-on-4 with 52 seconds remaining in the power play. And now the scorekeepers want more clarification from the referee. Four-2 is the score with 9:44. Making sure the right players are on ice. Now play resumes. Here comes Bulgaria on the right side. Shot deflected behind the net. Rebound picked up by Bulgaria. Sends it back, spins around and shoots. Picked up by Uzbekistan. Play broken up by Bulgaria. 9:21 remaining and 11 seconds remaining in the power play. Goalie tried to reach out for the puck, almost lost his footing. Now Bulgaria with a long pass to Jacob on the right side. Jacob, tired legs. Seems to have lost his jump. Here comes Popov on the left side. Popov cutting in, block, and Bulgaria gets the puck. On the left side, going into the neutral zone. Uzbekistan sends it the other way. Going back to collect the puck is Tino Tomov, their top defenseman on Bulgaria. Tomov to Zaylev. Zadev on the right side, backhands it down into the corner, chasing for the puck is Stoyanov on the left side. Great move by Uzbekistan, and he gets, oh no he didn't, he's now pinned down into the boards by Stoyanov and Krasitsky. Knocking the puck back into behind the net, now Uzbekistan comes out, chasing out the puck is Niyazov. Icing against Uzbekistan with under 8 minutes to go in the second. Here's a big hit along the boards. Another one. In open ice, in center ice. Now Uzbekistan gets it. Coach from Uzbekistan, Dmitry Makarov, played in the Russian leagues for most of his career, and recently came out of retirement to play in the Uzbekistan league as a captain. He was on the Russian youth program for a long time. Since the 2023 and 24 season, he's been with Uzbekistan's youth programs. And this year is his first year as the coach for the Uzbekistan under 18 program. So in terms of coaching experience, Derek Eisler is a much more experienced person. But you do have to factor in the popularity of the sport in both countries. Here's an offside call against Uzbekistan. 6:08 remaining in a second. Shot on goal, 27-8. Uzbekistan with a 19-shot advantage over Bulgaria. Dolov. Checked into the boards. Pop up. Deflection right in front of the net by Cam Z. The players quickly skate away from the scrum. Perhaps seeing what happened yesterday and understanding there's just one more day for these two teams to play. Everyone wanted to play safe. Giving chase, Peter Piev in the corner. Krasitsky joins the bunch. Puck comes out along the boards, and now we have the speedy winger in Kamzeen with the shot. Bowley made the save. But under 5.5 minutes remaining. Face up in the Bulgarian zone. Svasian, long shot, steered away by Geshin. Uzbekistan pinned down in along the side. Bulgaria forces back into the neutral zone, but Uzbekistan quickly regains possession. Here's Yasin Tomov checked into the boards. Tino Tomov also checked. Yorkov. A little quiet for Yorkov today. And another offside call against Uzbekistan. Face up in the neutral zone. 6 players tied up. Jacob coming out with the puck, flips it towards On, and glove down by On. Here comes Uzbekistan with a shot, rebound. Great save by Kishev. Puck bounce all the way back to the Uzbekistani zone. And here's an icing call. Ida Kojayev gets it back. Behind the net play. Uzbekistan sends it back behind the net. A little check right there. Uzbekistan still having problems sending the puck back out into the center. Now we have 2 white shirts in front of the net with a long screen shot saved by Geshev again. You have to give credit to Bulgaria with their strong defense. They're not allowing Uzbekistan to penetrate into the danger zones in the Bulgarian area. And Uzbekistan is finding it very hard and difficult to get into the lethal areas. Most of the shots are limited to around the perimeter. Bulgaria, PF chasing after the puck. Tino Tomov stops it. Popov gets it back out. PF. Long shot on with the save. .302 to go in the period. Kino Tomov sends it back in. Into the other side of the corner on the other side. Uzbekistan sends it back out. Yasin Tomov gets it. Yasin Tomov finds Alex Yurkov. Yurkov sends it forward. Tigran Svatyan picks up the puck. Unable to clear it. Moving back is Kojiboev. Kojiboev to Abdulyazov. Shashin with it. Icing waved by linesman Wang Chung Hang. Moving in Tigran Svatyan. On the right, Ermolov checked into the boards. Dirya Kodyayev maintains possession. Now to Kusamboyev. Kusamboyev spins it to the right side. With a quick shot, goalie made the save. Minute 21 to go. 4-2 still the score. Scoring seems to have dried up this period as Uzbekistan scored 3 goals in the first period. Bulgaria came back with 2 early in the second. Uzbekistan added 1 quickly after, and then it's been all quiet for both teams. Petrov, Asimov, sandwiched between 2 players. Asimov with the puck out from the corner. Now moving with speed and showing off his agility. Nice move there. Backhands it with a long shot. This one wide. Ilya Kodyayev on the right trying to pick the puck up, but first to the puck, it's Bulgaria. Sends it back into the neutral zone. Lujakov in the forward zone. Uzbekistan able to send it back into the neutral zone. A lot of back and forth. Puck goes into behind the net. Alexander An has come out and played the puck. Kino Tomov. Still Tomov. Banks it to Krasinski. No icing. Krasinski with the puck. Stoyanov. Oh, and that would do it for the second period. 4-2 to score for Uzbekistan. We'll take a short break. Third period coming up. Welcome back, folks. We're back to Discovery Bay DB Ice Rink in Hong Kong, China. This is the third period between the game. That's between Uzbekistan and Bulgaria. 4-2 is the score. Bulgaria playing in the white jersey and in the red jersey, and Uzbekistan in white. There's a 2-goal lead between these two teams. Here's a long shot, saved by goalie Geshev. Geshev has been Bulgaria's main goalie during this tournament. Coming into this game, he has a 9.75 goals against average and an 82.89% save percentage. Here comes Bulgaria on the left side, centering pass, blocked by Uzbekistan. Movement along the boards. Puck in the Uzbekistani zone. Puck battle along the boards. Coming up with the puck is Bulgaria. Behind the net. Gets it to Timo Tomov. Now Kamzin gets it. Kamzin coming in, cuts into the crease, and shoots goal. He made the save. Player checked in the boards in the neutral zone. Uzbekistan on the left. Here comes Bulgaria, 1-on-3. No choice but to shoot. Rebound picked up by Uzbekistan. Long shot by Zayev. Uzbekistan to Popov. Up camp. Icing call against Uzbekistan. It was a close chase, but Bulgaria beats it up. Here's a long shot by Bulgaria, puck in the corner. There's collision in the corner and puck now in the neutral zone. Solov back to collect the puck, and now there's a whistle. It's an icing call against Uzbekistan. 17:07 remaining in the game. It's a 2-goal game. The team in white, Uzbekistan, leading Bulgaria by 2 goals. Face off in the Uzbekistani zone as Bulgaria. We've seen them as long as they can get it out in the Uzbekistani zone with all 5 of their players, they can somehow find ways to put the puck in the net. Despite being badly outshot in the game, scoring touch of Bulgarian players. Here comes Timo Tomov with a long shot from the blue line, gloved down by Alexander An. An has a relatively easy job tonight, but for a goalie, An easy job may not be the easiest. Here comes a shot by Krasinski from the left side. This one goalie makes a save. Sometimes when goalies have a low workload, they have trouble focusing in the game. There's an offside call against Bulgaria. Some goalies like high volume games where they are constantly making saves. It helps them to stay in the game, to keep themselves focused. But for other goalies, it may not be the easiest thing to do. Here comes Uzbekistan coming into the neutral zone. Bulgaria sends it up again. In the third period, Bulgaria spent. Here comes PM, shoots, deflected. Uzbekistan gets the rebound, takes it along the board, fires it around the rink. This period, Bulgaria playing much better, spending more time in the attacking zone. Here's a good pass. But interception by Uzbekistan. Tino Tomov with the puck, sends it to the left side to Kyonan Dejev. Jacob fires it in, goes for the chase. Gurov up front, misses the chase. Here is Vitev, and now Uzbekistan has a rush. A 2-on-4. Not much harm done. It's now player piled up behind the net, digging out the puck. Uzbekistan with possession of the puck from behind the net. Unable to center the puck. Now bodies fallen as Bulgaria starts to play physical in the third period. Long shot deflected into the corners, 14:45 remaining in the third period. Here's Ilya Kodayev on the right, circles back, looking for Asimov. Long shot back to Ilya Kodayev, and a shot saved by Daniel Geshev. 5.5 minutes gone. Bulgarian fans applauding at their effort as the third period is turning out to be a much better period for the Bulgarians. Still, they are down by 2 goals. They can move up the standings with a win over Uzbekistan. It's Maruvyonov, sends it up to Kamzin to Popov. Onto the right side, Krasinski almost had a breakaway chance. The puck was cleared by Abdu Yashkov. 14 minutes and change to go in regulation time. Zaylev facing off against Abdu Voskov. Kamzin with the puck. Tries to get to Abdu Voskov. Missed entirely. Popov couldn't get it either. And now Abdu Voskov brings it back. Maruvyonov along the boards. This period, first line for Uzbekistan really resting. Kamzin getting a lot of ice time today, but with the lack of goals, you could tell the difference between the first and the third line of the Uzbekistani roster. Maruvyanov. Looking at the sizes of these players, the third line on Uzbekistan probably consisted of younger players. Uzbekistan tomorrow play against Israel. I mean Sunday, not tomorrow. Sunday would be our last game, our last day of the tournament. That's when we'll decide who gets relegated and who gets the promotion. Puck battle along the corner and now not lose. Uzbekistan with possession. Trying to move it up on the right side, intercepted by Bulgaria. Sends it towards the net. Rebounded by Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan with a chance on the right side, but great defense played by Bulgaria. Since the mid-second period, Bulgaria's defense has been perfect. There's a long shot screened. And there's a stoppage. A reminder today, at 4:30 local time, New Zealand faces off against Israel. Today's premier matchup. And 8:30, Hong Kong, China versus Turkey. That's the game if Hong Kong, China wins tonight, they might have a legitimate chance of gaining promotion to Division 2B. Here's number 8, Asimov on the left side, skating along into the right, sandwiched by 3 red shirts. They're trying to control puck along the boards, feeds it to the right side. Tino Tomov takes a hit and moves the puck up into the offensive zone. Bulgaria still trying very hard. But looking at the speed of the players, you get the feeling that these players are probably now fatigued. And now it's a matter of who wants it more. It's a cliche, but a lot of times it's real. When your body tells you to stop, your mind has to be tough enough to override what your body tells you to then push on. But Bulgaria is down by 2 goals. Uzbekistan in no rush to extend their lead. Seem to be happy with a 2-goal lead. And ample playing time for their younger players on the Uzbekistani roster. Niyazov. Here's a long shot. Geshev makes the save. Tino Toma tries to dangle, sway around. Uzbekistani defender picked off. Shot saved by Geshev. Nine and a half minutes remaining in the game. Here comes number 14, Shahshibidin. Abdul Kashkov. And here is a whistle. A tripping call is being assessed by referee David Dahl. 32 minutes for a trip. Going into the box, Bulgarian player number 23, Georgi Grushinsky. And for Sunday, March the 8th, that's the last day of our tournament, Israel faces off Uzbekistan in the first game, Bulgaria against Turkey, and Hong Kong, China against New Zealand on the last game of the tournament. The most important games for these 2 game days are probably going to be tonight's game, Hong Kong versus Turkey, and Sunday's 1 o'clock game between Uzbekistan and Israel. These games are going to decide the top 3 or 4 in terms of standings. There's a big slapper by Asimov, and goalie made the save. 8:51 remaining. Ganyev to Asimov. Alexander An steers it aside for his team, and here's a wraparound attempt, and what do you know? It's a 1-goal game. Here comes a wraparound attempt. He didn't just bang it off the post. He actually moved a little away from the net. Uzbekistan. A short-handed goal as well. Now they're back alive. The story of team standings will change by a great deal if Uzbekistan cannot take home the full 3 points here. Here comes Uzbekistan. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Bulgaria. Momentum on the Bulgarian side for sure right now. Everyone on the Uzbek bench now on their tiptoes as they start to worry about the result of the game. Here is a rebound chance, defended well by Bulgaria. Sent it down the ice for Rising. Shots on goal, 37-15 in favor of Uzbekistan. Alex Gyurkov was able to score the 3rd goal for Bulgaria. Now let's see if they can come up with a game-tying goal. Here comes Kruszycki with a long shot, fans on it. Physical play by Bulgaria. He knocked number 9. Ilya Poljayev into his own bench. Dusan Boyd checked into the boards. Ganyev. Ilya Kodayev on the right. Ilya Kodayev did not get past the 2 defenders, but the puck did. But ended up on the other side of the rink. Uzbekistan still has control in the offensive zone. Dumps it in, sharp angle shot. Blocked by the Bulgarian defenders. Here comes Uzbekistan for a wraparound on their own. This one blocked, 6:12 remaining in the game. Bulgaria chips it out into the neutral zone. Here is Kamalov. Kamalov sends it to Asimov. Asimov to the right. Picking up the puck is Gassan Tomov. Kusanbuev moves it to Asimov. Quick check there, 2 checks. No calls by the referee. Here's a shot. Goalie makes the save. Rebound held on tight for the face-off. .5:35 remaining. And for Bulgaria, Geshev remains sharp. And there's no better time for Geshev to shine, as Bulgaria will be needing him to be performing at his best as they try to tie the game up at 4. Here comes Bulgaria with a slash, centering pass, knocked down by Uzbekistan. Rebound controlled by Bulgaria on the right side. Pass tipped in by Gyurkov, no ice. Great passing by Uzbekistan on the left side. Popov with the sharp angle shot, blocked by a leg. Here is another shot, this one with a pad save. 4.5 minutes remaining in the final period. And now Karmalov with the puck. Stays around his own net with speed. Now Abduvoskov with the puck. Here's the trip, no calls. Sends it down the ice. Bulgaria with a shot. Stoyanov. Karmalov. Under 4 minutes remaining. It's a 1-goal game between the first and the 5th ranked team in the division. Here is, a goal by Uzbekistan. Happy Uzbekistani fans for sure, as they cheer on for number 45, Abduvoskov. Look at the shot, all alone on the left side, picking the right corner. And that's the insurance goal for Uzbekistan. They had a scare, and now they're back to safety for now, with a 2-goal cushion over Bulgaria. Here comes Ilya Godyayev on the right with a spin around shot. Ilya Godyayev couldn't quite control the puck. Bulgaria has the puck there, once again down by 2 goals. Alexander and not the best performance we've seen from him. Here is Ermolov on the left side to Asimov. 3:04 to go in the final period. Ganiev sent it out. Long shot from the face-off circle. Goalie made a pad save. Goals, puck stuck in the corner. Now not loose by Bulgaria. 2:40 remaining in the game. Here is Uzbekistan, cross ice pass blocked by number 10, Yasin Tomov. Tomov sends it up and sandwiched by number 97, Ganiev. 2:21, Zolov carries it past the red line into the attacking zone. Uzbekistan with possession with 2:08 remaining. Very aggressive forecheck from Bulgaria now as the team is in panic mode. They need 2 goals to tie this thing up. Uzbekistan, number 17, Ilya Popov brings it in from the left side. Karmelov sends it back in down deep. Minute 40 to go. Under a minute and a half to go. Still a 2-goal game. Bulgaria river to waist, icing waved off. Stoyanov ran the Uzbekistani player into the boards. No calls. Abdu Koditsky to pop up, and a glove save by Geshev. Bulgaria needs 2 goals. Can they get them? Just a minute and 5 seconds remaining in the game. Can they pull off a miracle like the Turks did yesterday? Little more than a minute to go. Face off in the Bulgarian zone. Face off controlled by Uzbekistan with a shot. Rebound by Bulgaria. Shalev sends it down deep. Yasin Toma couldn't get to the puck, so Tino Toma goes back. 35 seconds to go. Safe to say the game is in the books. 26 more seconds. And that should almost do it. One more final hit and that would do it for the game. Uzbekistan 5, Bulgaria 3. Uzbekistan continues to lead. And after the game, Uzbekistan with 11 points up top with 3 wins in regulation and 1 overtime win. 31 goals for, 13 against. They're still up top of the division. Bulgaria with the loss, 1 win and 3 losses, 3 points. Ranked number 5 in the division. And I realize we have a wrong flag. I'll change on the flyer. There we go. Yes, this is a one-man operation with we have a camera person, Timmy Poon, and myself, and also we have someone to help me, Andrew, right, for helping me with the clock. Team effort. And up next we have Israel versus New Zealand, the 3rd and the 6th place teams facing off against each other in Hong Kong, China, and Phuket at 8:30 tonight. It's time to get the individual awards out. The best players from both teams, the traditional IIHF. And for Bulgaria, the best player for the team is number 1, Daniel Geshev, who held the Uzbekistanis to just 5 goals. The best thing for Bulgaria is they managed to secure the victory over New Zealand. As for Uzbekistan, their best player, number 2, Timur Karmelov. And after the pictures will line up. for the national anthem for Uzbekistan.
And please rise for the national anthem of Team Uzbekistan.
Congratulations to Uzbekistan securing the win over Bulgaria. Now they are still on top of the standings. The only thing they might regret was yesterday losing out on that point to Turkey. They could have been unbeaten. Well, they're still unbeaten technically, but they do not have the full 12 points. Stay tuned at IIHF.tv for the next game between Israel and New Zealand, and tonight at 8:30, Hong Kong, China versus Turkey. We are in Greenwich Mean Time plus 8 hours, so adjust your time accordingly. If you're a fan for these two teams, they do have games on Sunday, March the 8th. No games for tomorrow. Bulgaria play 4:30 p.m. against Turkey, and Uzbekistan, very important game against Israel at 1 p.m. at Greenwich Mean Time plus 8. My name is Scotty Yang, and on behalf of the Hong Kong China Ice Hockey Association and IIHF.tv, goodbye for now, and I'll see you on the next game.